I often get accused of deleting people's comments. People think that they are countering what it is I'm exposing, think that they're providing evidence to counter what I'm saying, and because that goes against what I'm saying, I delete their comments. So I'm going to tell you the truth. The truth is, I do delete some comments. The comments that I will delete are the ones where I see we know from how long this channel has been going, we get certain trolls that come to the channel and want to present their so-called facts. And sometimes I leave them comments there for all to see. There's other times where I see that what they've written is absolute rubbish. They've taken the time to write a long comment that contains a lot of disinformation that others will read and believe it to be true. So sometimes I will just click delete and it's gone. All that time and effort they've put into making that comment, oh, that's a shame, it's gone. So occasionally I do that, but it is quite infrequent that I do that. Over the course of this channel, I've deleted probably less than 50 comments in total. In total. So where these comments are going, if people think their comments are being deleted, I don't know. And I'll give you an example. So when I produce a video, that video's out there. I produced some videos a year ago. There still is occasionally comments that are made on them videos that I put out a year ago. I don't go and check each of those videos on a daily basis. So on your YouTube dashboard, you've got this menu kind of thing down the left hand side of the screen, comments. So you click on the comments and it will show you recent comments, and it will then shows you on the right hand side of the screen which videos people have commented on. Okay, so occasionally I just scroll down that and acknowledge the comments where necessary. And I think it was last night I actually replied to this one and left it on screen as a reminder for me to actually do something about it. So the comment was made against this video here, Sky Sports F1 Silverstone 2021 versus Portugal 2020, and it was made by let me just try and enlarge the comment. The best way of doing it, I think, is, I don't want to lose this one. So the comment was made by It's George Morgan, and he begins, I myself am a professional motorsports commentator. So I clicked on his profile, looked at his channel. He's got about 1.6 thousand subscribers, and he's got videos of there of him commentating on motorsport, and it's impressive stuff. He's a talented guy. So he wrote this comment. I actually did respond. Hopefully it will show you my response. If I just scroll down a bit. Yeah, here's my response to it. Normally, if I then would click off comments, his comment and all of this all of these responses, they wouldn't be on this screen. They would then be that wouldn't be flagged up as a notification of a comment to a video that I've not responded to, because I've responded to it, so it clears itself off this screen, but should remain as a comment to that video. So I put, I'll respond to your comment with a video. I took a look at your YouTube channel and saw the vid of you commentating in Portugal. Impressive stuff, great skills, and I wish you well for the future in that regard. Whilst I don't doubt what you're saying to be true in your experience, there are points that I need to address in the context of Formula One, best done verbally, so that the tone of the written word isn't misconstrued. So that was my reply, and I intended this weekend to address it, try and make a video, which would take some time, to address the comment that had been made. I looked this morning, and this thread has there's loads of comments on this thread, and Denny D, who is an absolutely quality subscriber, makes some really insightful comments. Now we'll get the accusation, oh, you only think he's quality because he agrees with what you're saying. Well, I think you'll find the reason why I know him to be quality is because he can evidence what he is saying. He can back it up. He doesn't just tell you what he thinks in the comment section. He evidences what he is saying in the comment section. And what Denny was giving was a full explanation of Bahrain, of the rulings made by FIA Race Control regarding Bahrain, and also he was mentioning the fact that he'd seen that guy's analysis himself of Bahrain and commentary of it, and that guy wasn't telling people of the guidance given to the drivers and the teams about track limits in Bahrain, and therefore was going along with this narrative effectively and reinforcing this narrative of Lewis Hamilton doing something wrong in Bahrain, conditioning people to believe that Lewis Hamilton was cheating. And when Max Verstappen's Red Bull start then pointing the finger, oh, Lewis is doing something wrong, inciting the fanboys, okay, it only fuels their fire. So again, last night was when I saw the original comment that I planned on making a video with. That's why I left it there as an open tab on the laptop, with an intent of when I re-looked at that tab, it would jog my memory to do a response video. This morning, when I've looked on my phone, I've saw that this thread of comments, and there were loads of comments to it, all right, where people were responding and giving their opinions. And like I say, I read that about Denny D, where Denny D gave a really comprehensive account of what it was that was going on in Bahrain. And now, all of that's gone. Now, if you go onto the video, which is that video, let's just show you. We'll go back to my channel, okay? We know that it's this video here, okay? So this video here was where the comment was on. We'll click on it.
Fast delivery.
Pause that. We scroll down. 68 comments. Okay, and of these comments, where is it? Wibbly wobbly. Can't read that. Right, where is it? Sort by newest first. All right, we start with Denny D's comments here, but where has that comment gone? And all of the comments then that were in that thread. I guarantee you I have not deleted it. I absolutely guarantee you I did not delete that comment. It was a comment that I wanted to refer back to, and I wanted to refer back to that thread of comments, and I haven't deleted it. So whether the original poster has deleted their own comment, and then with it, because they've deleted their comment, all of the replies to that comment are therefore gone, I don't know. Or whether, I think that is the most likely explanation. I don't see why YouTube would just delete that comment and delete that thread, but it is not there. And even what backs up the notion that that would have been there in the first place, which I've just evidenced to you had been made against this video. We've got Marianne here that's actually said, well, I'm not a commentator, but there are facts we can't ignore. So clearly she's read that there's somebody saying, I'm a commentator, for her to say, well, I'm not a commentator, but, right? So, but that comment has gone. So if you want to accuse me of deleting comments, well, you've got to understand the true nature of this. I have deleted some comments. Those comments that I have deleted are ones where we have people like, for example, Johnny Favourite, or there's another one, the kid's about 12, he is, and he comes here and he writes his long ass comments that are just, he hasn't got a clue. It essentially, the way they read in my head is, I like Max Verstappen and I think this. Okay, mate, okay. And they're really long comments, but essentially that's all they say. He comes out with what he thinks, what his justification. It's nothing. It's childish. So I just go, oh, delete, gone. And then he'll come back and he'll go, oh, I wrote this out and that comment no longer seems to be there. Delete, gone. Now, I sometimes do that just because, all right? But that is just, that's what it is. That comment I didn't delete. And if there's other comments as well where people are saying, you've deleted my comment. Well, no, I haven't. I don't know where it's gone. If you've made a response to somebody's comment and that person has deleted their original comment, then all of those responses go as well. I've got no control over that. As I say, I wanted that thread to be able to make a video of it. So Denny, if you are able to, on this video, I'm asking you to put the effort in again, mate, but if you can please give us an account of what you wrote as your response relating to what Race Control had said about track limits in Bahrain 2021. I would like that information and I'll use that in a video. And what I'll do as well is I'll go away and see if I can provide the FIA evidence from the FIA communications if they published that on their website as race notes to the teams. And we will use it. We will provide evidence. Okay? Demonstrate to people what actually constitutes evidence as opposed to what they think. Okay? Because we can go into threads, and again, we'll go into a thread here. I'm sure it's on this thread here with 61 replies. And we get people that jump up in the comment section. It might not be this one because it's not appeared yet. Oh, here he is. So hopefully it's on this thread. Oh, Kermit here. Honestly, the day where both extremes of each side actually calm down and have intelligent conversation, the better. Well, I'll address that at some point. The comment that I want to address, and I've thought about this one. It really feels like you saw what happened, created your own narrative, and worked backwards from there to justify it. I'm going to do a video about reverse engineering F1. Okay, worked your way backwards. That gave me a thought. I thank you for that comment, Kermit. I thank you very much. I know your underlying agenda, but I thank you for that comment, and you will see why. I'm going to make a video about reverse engineering Formula One. Anyway, where is it? And this is the comment here. Lacks personal insight. Mate, if you experienced it how I did, your viewpoint would be totally different. When you wage such grand ideas of what happened, of course, the onus of proof should be on you. All the evidence I've seen currently is, well, it happened, which isn't evidence. Well, the evidence of something happening is evidence of something happening, which is evidence of something happening. What part of that do you not understand? I have evidenced that Martin Brundle, when Nicholas Latifi crashed, I have evidenced that Martin Brundle and David Croft are saying to the world, there is bound to be a couple. They said that. That happened. That is evidence of them saying that. The truth of the matter is that those situations take on average 5.5 laps to deal with. With that in mind, why would you state there's bound to be a couple of laps? You can say, oh, they're just giving their opinion. They're entitled to their opinion. Well, these are people that are paid to commentate on a sport, to give an account of the sport to the watching public, to give a fair analysis of the sport, using their valuable insight. Their valuable insight and experience is proven that they have experienced how long these things take. They have experienced that when a car has crashed and the track needs clearing in such a manner, and then lapped cars need to be unlapped, which they have had to have been done since 2012, these things take about 5.5 laps. That is the truth. That's not me creating narrative, that is fact. And you think, oh, that's not evidence. You don't understand what evidence is. I've also explained that Martin Brundle keeps saying, I don't think it's mandatory in the regulations for them to unlap lapped cars. That is not true. The evidence is the regulations which I've provided you with. Nowhere in those regulations does it say you've got a list of safety car regulations. When it's safe to do so, and the message is given to to all the competitors, any cars which have been lapped are required to pass the leader, to be way past the safety car. The safety car will return to the pits at the end of the following lap. That's what it states in those regulations. That's evidence of what is stated in the regulations. Where in those regulations does it say the race director can choose to bring the safety car in and resume racing without carrying out that procedure? It doesn't, does it? Which means that the procedure has to be carried out. It's quite simple. You have to ignore meaning of a regulation, ignore purpose. They even present purpose to be wrong, okay? Because again, and I'll address this by reverse engineering the situation. Reverse engineering the situation. Oh, the purpose of releasing the lap cars is just to get them out of the way. That's conditioned minds with that narrative. That makes certain people believe that that is the purpose. Right? If that were the case, well, I'll save that for another video. Right? But I've demonstrated that purpose with the impact it had on Lando Norris. At no point in those regulations it says lapped cars are required. There's the requirement to do it. It says when it is safe to do so. So if it isn't safe, then you've deployed a safety car onto track and you're going to withdraw that safety car before it's safe, are you? Or when it is safe, because you have to make it safe, you put the safety car out on the track to deal with a safety incident, which you have to deal with, make it safe. Once you've made it safe, you then have to carry out this procedure. That's the way it works. That's the way the regulations are. That's the evidence of those regulations, meaning that it is quite simple. They didn't do that. You want to say, which isn't evidence. Well, it is evidence. Over 20 different things have gone on where you have to believe, oh, well, there's an excuse for that, and there's an excuse for that, and there's an excuse for that, and there's an excuse why they didn't do that, and there's an excuse why they didn't do this, and there's an excuse why they didn't do that. And because what should have been done wasn't done, that's not evidence that there was a grand plan. Well, thank you for your valuable insight, Kermit. All right. Thank you for your valuable insight. We can see those of us that are willing to acknowledge truth and just haven't got desire-driven motives. Okay? Because I don't care. I don't care whether you like me. I don't care who is your favourite driver. This channel is just about exposing what really happened. Removing the lies that you've been fed, that you want to believe in because it gave you the result that you want. I'm taking them away. I'm exposing. This is what you were told. This is the reality of the situation. That doesn't make it two extreme sides of an argument. That doesn't make me a fanboy wanting it to be a certain way. That just makes me somebody who's saying, remove all of what you've been told. This is the reality of the situation. This is the reality of what the rules are. This is the implications of those rules. This is what should be happening here. And yet you are being told this is possible. You are being told this is possible. You are being fed this information. They are showing you this. When you go by what should be happening, this is what should be happening. Why is that? Why is that? And rather than analyze it from that perspective, you want to jump to the conclusion, oh, well, that's not evidence. Well, I think you'll find it is. Anyway, that will do on this video. Ultimately, I didn't delete that comment. Somebody's deleted it, whether it's the original commenter. That would seem to be more the conclusion I jumped to, and sadly, all of the responses have gone to. So if that has happened to you and your comment has gone, then, you know, it's not my fault. Some of Johnny Favourite's comments I've deleted. Occasionally some of Yeri's comments, but, you know, all the ones where he accuses me of being a psychopath, most of them are still left there. Dolph's stupidity is left there. You know, there's a lot of stuff that is just left there. Okay, I very rarely delete anything. Like I say, in total, I guess maybe 50 comments have been deleted since the outset of the channel. But I didn't delete that one, and I'm being accused of deleting other responses or comments, and I haven't. So when I've looked at it and I've gone, well, you're accusing me of this, I haven't done it. There's an example. Luckily, I can prove this example because I still had that tab there and it was still there to show you that, well, this was the comment that when you go to that video, it's no longer there. So thankfully, I've still got that comment. I'm still going to do a video about it. Denny, if you can post your response relating to Bahrain 2021, I would appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you all for those that do keep contributing. It's important. It is important. Gradually, we are getting a full picture together. All right. Gradually, the true picture is being highlighted to us all, and even those that come here specifically to try and undermine. And I know who you are. You can pretend, but I know who you are. Well, you've given me food for thought, and you've given me another way of exposing something. So thanks very much. Appreciate it. Anyway, thank you all for your time. That'll do on this one. Cheers.